Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the interweb. So this video is kind of late compared to everyone else's. I've been sick and today's the first day that I felt like halfway decent. So I am talking about it today significantly late. But as you've probably seen by now, every Resident Evil channel and their mother has been talking about the recent leak that I don't know if it's legitimate or not, that Resident Evil 3 Remake is Capcom's focus going into next gen, that they're planning to launch it alongside the PlayStation 5, and that we'll find out about it at either E3 or State of Play. Now, with that being said, if this is legitimate, that means it could be PlayStation exclusive, which I'm not too upset about, to be quite honest with you. I would like to have it on Xbox and PC just for mods, but I can live without that. So if this rumor is true, and it's going to be a launch title for the PlayStation 5, then I welcome it with open arms. Because if you haven't been paying attention to PlayStation, it usually takes them about 3 years to have a halfway decent exclusive whenever a new console generation started. This generation with PlayStation 4, everything was straight trash, like straight god-awful trash, until Uncharted 4, and then things turned around. With the PlayStation 3, everything was straight trash until The Last of Us, Uncharted 2, and then things turned around. So, if they're going to be starting this off with some exclusive bangers right out the back, that's going to be pretty crazy. That's going to be a huge console seller. It's not going to be like it has been the last couple gens, where it takes them forever to get started. If they're coming out ready to go from the beginning, that's going to be exciting. But, focusing on Resident Evil again, I don't understand why people would not expect this, to be honest. Like, if this leak is true, like what people are saying, it does seem like something you could have just made up and it would have made just about as much sense, because we now know Resident Evil Resistance, I think that's what it's called, is being the one that's outsourced. So Resident Evil 3 Remake, if it truly is being developed, is definitely being done by main team Capcom. And we already know that from what the employees themselves have said. So that's pretty exciting in and of itself. I mean, truly, we are ready for another Resident Evil. Although Resident Evil 2 did just come out in January, Resident Evil games are only like 2 to 3 hours long. I beat Resident Evil 2 Remake on stream less than a month ago in like an hour and 30 minutes. Not even trying to speedrun it, just playing through it normal. And with that being said, we're ready for a new challenge. If we have a Resident Evil game come out every year now, that would be okay with me, to be honest, because if we have a remake of 2 this year, then the remake of 3 next year, and then the next year we get Resident Evil 8, and then the year after we get a remake of 4, and then we get a remake of, like, I don't know, Code Veronica, or Code Veronica then 4, then that's okay. I'd be okay with that. Have a remake, and then mainline game, that would be pretty exciting. But, of course, that probably won't be what the case actually is. We'll probably get the remake next year as a launch title, and then we probably won't see Resident Evil 8 until like 2022, 2023. But even at that, that doesn't make sense either, because that would have been like 4 or 5 years since the last mainline Resident Evil that isn't a remake. So, I don't know. Maybe this rumor is true. Maybe this leak is true. You never know when it comes to these things. I'm going to side with it being maybe true, but has enough going on with it that it may not be true at the same time. So I guess we'll have to see how it plays out. And with that being said, I hope it's a launch title. It would entice me to get the PlayStation 5 over the new Xbox, but as of right now, I'm getting the new Xbox first instead of the new PlayStation, because we have no launch titles for the new PlayStation. We know Halo's going to be there, and Halo is obviously going to be the next-gen game of the year for 2020. We know that without any kind of argument or discussion at all. So I am looking excited for that, but I'm obviously going to be getting both. So it's not like I'm fanboying one way or the other. It's just depending which I'm going to get first. But if Resident Evil 3 Remake is a launch title and exclusive to PlayStation, Halo, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to wait about 2 weeks on that one. So with that being said, what do you think about this rumor? Do you think Resident Evil 3 Remake is going to be a launch title exclusive for PlayStation? Let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Try not to die, and I'll see you in the next video.